everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Purple from Gaming here, and today we're playing some more Bloons Adventure Time Tower Defense. So today, we're taking a little bit of a break from the premium characters this time, but I think we're going to be going back to one of their maps. Today, I have a little bit of an interesting challenge idea. No idea if it's going to work. Basically, I've taken what I'm going to take as an overall best tower, because you can't start with Super Monkey, you can't start with Commander Cassie, so I'm going to use Sai as the quote-unquote best tower. Bit debatable, I know, but this is what I'm going with. And I've given her the worst item from each rarity, sort of. So I didn't want it to be useless. I wasn't going to give her, like, Time Machine as her epic trinket, but I didn't want it to be that good either. So for epic, I gave the Glaives, which aren't bad in some cases, but if you're talking about a solo tower and it's not used for support or anything, not that good. We have the Trident, which gives +4 Pierce. We have Abracadaniel, headband, which turns any non-morb class balloon into a red balloon 1/5 of the time. Pretty useless. We have +1 range with the issue of Blair. Yeah, that sounds about right. And Ninja Dagger, +1 damage to camo balloons, which since we're not going to be doing Impoppable and there's no DETs, is almost entirely useless. And then, on the other hand, for our worst tower, so if you have seen my list, you know that my worst tower rated was Juggernaut Max. However, he's the worst tower because other people have support quality. So support qualities aren't going to be useful in this challenge because it's a one tower thing. So I chose Jake. So Jake is going to act as our worst tower with the best trinkets from each category. He has the Demon Monster base. I went with the Glasses of Nerdicon because obviously he does need cam protection, but +9 range is a big deal for someone that normally has a pretty tiny range. I also went for Heart Gauntlets as the super rare for +15% attack speed and +1 damage. A rare, I could have gone for the damage ring, but I decided to go for the giant Trink to give him a bit of an advantage against Moabs, with a 5% chance to stun balloons for 4 seconds. Obviously, yeah, larger balloons are stunned for less time, but overall, it's a pretty significant stun against Moabs, especially if you're attacking quite quickly, so I think it should help him quite a bit. For the uncommon, I went for the Powering of Poison to give, once again, just a bit extra damage. It's 1 poison damage per second for 3 seconds. Basically, it's an additional 1 damage per second, which, since I don't think he actually attacks all that fast, is actually pretty decent. Next, and finally, we have the Paper Plate Mask for +1 damage to more class balloons. It probably is the best common trinket if you're planning on using a common trinket for, extreme mode, so I think it's going to work out pretty well. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure which one's going to be better. We're going to start with Jake, I think, and we're going to be doing it on his fancy new map. Do we have something to say to me, people?
Lady,
yeah, there we go.
Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you. I was so worried.
I love this. It's nice to actually just be able to listen to it. So, yeah, I'm not going to be talking through this. I'll just let you guys enjoy it.
Jake, 나 가게 안에 있었어. 얘네들이 나를 비싼 상품으로 가둬놨었어.
Alright, I forgot she talked like that.
Well, I can understand that.
I'm sure you can, bud.
그 비싼 옷 입으니까 너 진짜 귀여워 보인다. 오늘 무슨 날이야?
I just feel we haven't had much time to hang out together lately.
Alright, because this is like a whole romantic, evening with Tuxedo Jake and Lady Rainicorn. That's the whole story of this setup, right? I think the first map's like a picnic or something.
I want to treat you right and show you that you're the special lady in my life.
Jake, 뭐 말하고 싶은 건데?
I love the symbols, because the symbols just constantly look like faces. Like, this looks like you're like a face with just the dazed eyes, ooh, what's happening?
Lady Rainicorn, will you?
So you can ask her to marry him?
당연하지.
Do me the honor of popping balloons with me.
I feel like that was a bit of a troll, but I don't know, maybe that's exactly what she thought he was saying. This is Adventure Time after all. Sometimes they don't exactly think the most normal things, and sometimes people think the exact same, not normal things. Yeah, okay, so the first map is indeed a picnic table. Picnic time. We're going to be doing it on extreme mode. Sai is not currently equipped, so get out of here. I don't care about you, Marceline. It's not your time today. Sai, where are you? Sai's equipped. Let's get going. Yeah, I'm going to start with Jake, though. Hopefully he's going to go pretty well. One of these challenges hasn't been uploaded because it didn't work properly, and I didn't really like it too much either. But you can place him on the blanket. Oh, this is such a good spot, man. This is a really easy map. But Jake is just so bad as a DPS hero. He just does no damage, and he's so unreliable with the slightest of fast balloons. So, I mean, you know, maybe these upgrades will make a difference, maybe not. Maybe I should have just prioritized attack speed, I don't know. I was like, hey, let's give him some damage. He doesn't need 2% attack speed. Maybe he does, though. This is really nice, though, because this is entirely straight lines. Oh, I'm just thinking about this now. This map would be so ridiculously good for Juggernaut Max, because it's just a straight line at every single bend, and he can shoot at each and every straight line. Like, that's so good. The balloons won't always be heading towards him. Sometimes they'll be heading away, but even still, that's ridiculously good. That's cool. But yeah, so, I mean, we're just using Jake. Jake, he'll do pretty good. The real test is that size trinkets are pretty much useless. So realistically, well, I mean, I'd say useless. Sai actually has a really good chance against balloons, because both his weapon and one of his trinkets turns balloons into nothing or a red balloon. So, I mean, he's not exactly going to have a difficult time dealing with ceramics and that stuff, but Moabs could be pretty deadly for him. So we'll see. We'll see how Sai does. Realistically, if Jake wants to have any hope at winning, he has to get to at least like around 45, I'd say. But I don't know. Like, I went on extreme mode because obviously I want this map on extreme mode. I want the medal. It has to happen at some point. And I'm somewhat confident that one of these towers can do it. I don't think Jake can, to be honest, but maybe Sai can. I don't know. Maybe this is wrong, but I'm full well expecting Sai to win. I feel like Jake probably should win. Because, I mean, trinkets make a big difference. Yeah, obviously he has some support, but honestly, his support isn't even as good as Sai's support. Sai's Balloon Sabotage instantly makes him a far better support than Jake is for his being a music instrument. That's literally his only support. And then he's like a 5% cooldown reduction occasionally. He's really not that good support, so his DPS has to be decent. I know he's one of your starter characters, and Finn's not that great either, but I still just think it's a little lame. We can't even get the Finn suit. Not that the Finn suit's that good. Actually, will I get Finn suit? Do I have Finn equipped? Okay, I think I'm gonna go for Finn suit just because I want to have at least like a chance at Jake winning. I don't know. I really do hope that I'm underestimating him and that he's gonna do incredible. But I don't have very high hopes for him in the slightest. Not in the slightest. I do kind of love this picnic scene because the picnic blanket is like perfectly fit for everyone. Like all of the items here actually make sense. Like compared to BT6 and that stuff where everything is just massive and you realistically have to play with like tiny monkeys for anything to make sense. It's pretty funny. Because it really is like, you can tell someone put a lot of effort into making sure the forks and the sandwich and the slice of pizza on the lunchbox, picnic box thing. You know people put a lot of effort to make sure they're even. And man, stop with the stupid fart sounds. This is why I don't like using you, Jake. You make fart noises constantly and you're just not a very nice guy. But like, he burps, he farts, like that's just his moveset. It's so weird, like just green clouds of smoke. And then when he breathes in, he also breathes in with green clouds of smoke. Even when he, yeah, seriously, look at that. He breathes in as basically doing a burp. And it's just green clouds, gas everywhere. What is he eating? Like nothing in this, albeit I guess we don't really see that much, but nothing in this picnic meal says, yeah, so I release toxic chemicals. No, it's a sandwich and a piece of pizza. That shouldn't make you release poisonous gas, Jake. Something else is very seriously wrong with you. But I suppose he also does, he can also transform into literally anything like his, I think fiance? Is Lady Manicorn his fiance or wife or, I don't know, what's their relationship? I know obviously they're at least girlfriend and boyfriend, but I think they're married. I think in the show they eventually get kids, but I don't actually know if that's true. I think that happens. I hope I'm not being completely wrong here. Anyways, Finn, Jake suit, purchase, Finn, sell. So this, by the way, in case, if you haven't seen this ability yet, you're in for a treat. This ability is an example of an ability that I titled my video, The Strangest Thing Ever, I think something around those lines, because it is, well, I'll just show you. I can't really describe it. It's that. This is the Jake suit. This, oh, well, it went away. That didn't last very long, but that questionable creation was the Jake suit. Oh, it's it's very questionable. I'm pretty sure it looked worse though, because I think originally there was like a fin face in his like chest. It was really gross. Okay, Jake, don't lose yet. You're not even at a Moab yet. You can't die before a Moab. That's my one deal. You're not allowed to die until you bite at least a Moab. Did his throat just pop entire regen black balloons, like 100 of them? I don't want to keep saying throat, but it really is like the proper terminology for this. Like, his Jake suit doesn't even make sense because he still just does his basic attacks. He's just in a weird, like, he just looks weird. Even the idea of the upgrade, it's him literally swallowing Finn. Him swallowing Finn. So Finn controls Jake as a suit. It's just, here we go, more time. That's lame. You have trinkets, you should be, see there's the stun by the way, that's actually a pretty big deal. But seriously, why is Jake doing so bad? Oh, I think I understand now. After seeing more again. Okay, so when he's breathing in, doing like the burp, absorb, suck in thing, it's not actually him releasing poison gas, it's the ring of poison that because the balloons are being, quote unquote, attacked, they get the poison effect. Okay, Jake suit time. Like, it's actually a somewhat decently powerful ability. I think it was one-shotting ceramics there, so it's not bad. This is RAM 45, so I mean, like, you're not doomed, dude. You're not doing that bad. I'm just quite confident that Sai will do tremendously, tremendously better. Maybe I'm wrong. And I'm probably not, but maybe I am wrong. I don't really know. I suppose anything is possible. While we wait for Jake to, well, I guess create a regen farm, because he's doing it constantly. How has your day been going? My day's okay so far. It's pretty early still, because I'm sort of trying to record these videos earlier now. Somehow or another, my day ends up starting an hour later than it did, and I don't really know how. I don't think I'm waking up all that later. I guess I'm just, I don't know, playing games. Playing too many games, I suppose. I don't know. Somehow my days feel like they're starting way too late now, but that's probably true. It's not like it's like 12 o'clock when I wake up. It's much earlier than that, but still. I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like, hey, how is it this time already? But I guess that happens to everyone because, well, time is weird. And, I don't know, there's a reason why time is relative as a natural theme and natural thing that smart people said. I think it was Albert Einstein, but I'm not all that confident in that. You think the poison ring would actually do something with these regens to try to help prevent the regen farm, but I guess not. So we are beating these mobs. I'm pretty confident that we died to a BFB, but I don't really know. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. He has a lot of area attacks, so a single target DPS. Why are you not attacking the mob at the back there? That is just lame. Like, this isn't going that well, but seriously, how come he didn't attack the mob when it was behind him? There was no way that was out of range for you. Oh, the regens. Stop it with the regens. They're everywhere. It's not going well for you, Jake. Dude, seriously, look at that. What is that map? I don't understand. And we're so dead. Don't die now. Don't die now. Don't die now.
Wait, that's not good, right?
51. Congratulations, Jake. You beat round 51. Now time for Sai to demolish your record properly. I don't actually know. As I've said, I have more faith in Sai. Stupid invisible range. You do something, man. My whole point about I don't want to have a trinket that doesn't do anything. And then look at this map. Not exactly the best situation for the laves that aren't popping anything. Wow. So I know maybe this is probably unfair and whatever, but just from this like 2-second experience, he looks so much stronger. Like, his trinket shouldn't even be helping him. I guess I could have done best hero no trinkets compared to worst hero with all trinkets. I guess that might have been more interesting. But I mean, I don't know. I thought this was a cool title. I could do like, I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing for the thumbnail. Obviously, you already know. But it'll my plan is to do like a teach out thing of like pros and cons list. You have like something in green saying best hero and then red like worst trinkets, and the opposite will be on the other side for Jake. I don't know, it was a basic idea, I didn't have much of a plan for it, but don't be better. Like, he's doing 1 layer of damage. He's doing 1 layer of damage. That tells me he will lose. Because Jake was one-shotting black balloons. That is 6 layers. 6 layers in 1 shot. 6 times the amount of damage Sai is doing. And with that, I just can't see Sai winning. So much for the not many camo balloons thing, though. All balloons, basically, later on, he's going to be doing +1 damage to. So that's something, I guess. But, like, his damage output isn't that great. So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I was expecting him to do a lot better, but Jake might actually win this. Am I actually going to be surprised by a challenge results for once? I don't think I get surprised nearly enough from all my challenge results. It just isn't that surprising to me, usually. The one thing I will say, though, is because we gave him Trident and all that stuff, his Pierce is ridiculous. He is not losing to just, like, an army of regen balloons. But then again, if you're only doing 1 layers of damage per attack, even if he's attacking pretty quickly, but I mean, I guess once we get Balloon Jitsu and things, he'll be shooting 5 projectiles, so I guess he'll actually be doing 5 damage per shot, and be attacking significantly faster than Jake, and never miss, and have flash bombs and other projectiles. Yeah, I don't know, it's too early to tell. He doesn't look as good at the beginning, but that makes sense. If he has worse trinkets, he wouldn't do as good as a base, but with upgrades, he would potentially get better than Jake got better, if that makes sense. And then there's Mark for Death, which is double damage, and his upgrades are just really good. I feel like that's a big part of Sai. As a base tower, he's really not that strong, but his upgrades just, they stack really well together. Each one helps him out a lot. Like, even without the Dagger of Chilled Ice, but even if he had that, like, it's just really good, what's the word? Compatibility. All of his upgrades and things are very compatible. They work very well together. And that's not that common of a thing to see in this game. Like, especially with Jake and Finn, their upgrades just don't work well. You could sort of argue with Marston as well, but they often make them do worse. As you've seen with a number of my tests with Jake, Finn, and Dungeon Finn, not Dungeon Jake, they often did better without their further upgrades, because their just base attack was the best. Sai doesn't really have that issue because, well, he does all of them at the same time. I don't know what the difference is, but somehow he doesn't have that issue. His upgrades are so good. Like Balloon Jitsu, Sabotage Supply Line, he's just really strong. But then again, I feel like the real test will be once we make it to a Moab. Until there's a Moab, you don't really have much of an idea. If he wrecks Moabs, then he's gonna win. Because realistically, that's what Jake died to. Or not realistically, that is what happened. Jake died to a Moab. Took like 6 of them, so it's not like a single Moab killed him, but still. I don't know. I'm more confident Sai will actually be able to hit balloons at the back there. But I don't know what was happening with Jake, because there was definitely range in the back there. Stupid Moab hitboxes. In this game, they're so wonky. I found so many times when the Moabs are like, you are totally touching the track. They are totally in range of you. And then the Moab flies right by. Like, the Moab would be just, like, here, inside of, like, Sai or Jake's range. So, the edge of the Moab would be here. Which, yeah, maybe the hitbox is only, like, here, but it would still be in range. And it would just float on by. It was weird. I didn't like it. It was lame, but it's the way things work. We don't even have Balloon Jitsu yet. I was expecting you to be bad, Sai, for a second there. At first, I thought you would win. Then I had a blink of a second where I thought you would do worse. And now I think you're gonna win again, because you're not having any issues, and well, Jake did have issues, but once again, I have to keep reminding myself the real test is Moab, except for the fact that you're about to get like 3 or 4 times stronger as soon as they get Balloon Jitsu, and then Sabotage Supply Line will also make you like twice as strong. That was just regen pink balloons, wasn't it? That didn't go that well. Okay, he officially has Balloon Jitsu. This is pretty much as strong as he's gonna get. Except for the only issue, he's really strong. He doesn't have great lead pop power, but that's not gonna be that big of an issue. I just want to see a Moab. Like, it's so hard to judge anything until we see a Moab. Because Jake made it to round 51, which I suppose, if he had beaten that round, next round was a BFB, which he almost certainly would have lost to, so I guess he probably would have lost anyways. But come on, Sai. You're going to suck against the Moabs, right? Maybe, possibly, potentially. I really do, like, I know it's a bad weapon, but the dart he's using, like the holy dart or whatever, I love that, like, holy yellow glowing magical circle thing it produces. It looks really cool. I really do like it. Okay, Moab time. Really? Okay, so, you know, I said there for a second, hey, maybe Jake Berman, maybe he's not that bad. I don't know why I do that voice whenever I'm trying to, like, say what I said earlier. It's just something I do. I'm like, oh, I can totally beat this. No, I can't, but I don't know. It's disappointing. Well, I mean, I guess multiple Moabs, that's not bad. Like, he still has, like, 5 rounds to go through. It's not impossible to get over him. Except he still has the stinking ability. Things actually did get difficult. So, realistically, yeah, no, he is going to go really far. So, that's disappointing. The only way you can make it up to me now is if you actually beat round 60. If you beat round 60, I'll be okay. It'll suck because it means you're way stronger than Jake. But it also means that I get at least a medal for my efforts. So hopefully you can at least do that. I don't know. If we do lose, realistically, I probably will just put down, like, Jake or something, just to make sure I win. Because I do still want the medal. I do want to unlock the next map and all that. It's something I still want to do, so, you know, I guess that might happen still. Okay, come on, Jake, or Sai, you have, like, 2 rounds to lose. You can do it. You can do it. Lose, 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 lose. Ugh. Ooh, a lot of, oh, I was gonna say a lot of leads. Fortified leads, though, like, they're making it decently far. They're not, also, I love how it's creating fortified red balloons. I think it's a glitch, all things considered, but that was still interesting. Those leads made it far. If there were enough leads, they might actually win, except for the fact that Sai officially beat his record. Great. This is a lot of leads, but they're not fortified, and fortifieds are the only ones that really last very long because of his limited damage. Okay, well, this is lame now. He's just beating everything. Blah. Die, Sai, already. Die. Lose. Fail. And now it's a BFB. I thought BFBs came on round 52. Is it 53? Guess so. Well, let's see. Let's see you demolish a BFB now. What can we do? Okay, I'm going to take this opportunity quickly before Sai completely beats round 60 to say, hey, you're still watching the video. You should give it a like, because you're awesome. Also, if you're still here, you might want to, and this is like the second or third video you watched today or something like that, maybe you want to subscribe, join the Purple Elephant Squad. It's a pretty nice place. I try to upload pretty much every day. It usually happens every day. I'm a little bit iffy, but pretty much every day, which is pretty great. And, you know, it's nice to see the subscriber count rise. We passed 1,000 earlier this month. We're still standing strong. I believe we're at like 1,060 now, so that's awesome. And yeah, it would be nice to have you here. And if you're already here, I hope you could hear that clapping. That's for you guys. Give yourself a pat on the shoulder. You're awesome. Though I said you're also awesome if you liked, so if you like and you've been a subscriber already, or you just did, then you're double awesome. I don't know. Thanks. That's all I can really say is thanks. But yeah. Yeah. Feel free to leave game suggestions, by the way. A lot of people are like, hey, can I give you game suggestions? Yes. You can. I'm not going to complain. I can't promise I'll respond to them. I can't promise I'll do them. But you're definitely allowed to leave suggestions, even if I won't necessarily accept them. Suggestions are suggestions, after all. There's no rules that you can't suggest something. The one thing I will say is because I think it's from the same person. I don't really know, but I seem to get this request a lot. I'm not playing Brawl Stars. This is the one thing I will say. I don't like the game. It's just a personal thing. I'm not a big fan of Supercell. Their games can be fun, but I don't like them long term, so I probably won't be that interested in them. Not saying it'll never happen, but it probably won't. Especially Brawl Stars. It's probably not going to happen, but other game suggestions, feel free to leave them. I like to try out new games. Doesn't have to be something that, oh no, if I say this is going to make it a full series. It might be something I play once or twice. It can still be fun. Anyways, yeah. CMG time. Oh my god. Zeppelin of mass something. What does the Zomo God stand for again? ZOMG. Zeppelin of mass. What's the G stand for? I think it is Zeppelin of mass or something. Zeppelin of massive gargantuism? I don't know. I'm sure I'm gonna get told it, or I'll remember it like 2 minutes after I stop the recording, which would be pretty sad. We are beating this, right? Because this is currently really close, and if you don't beat it, as I promised, I'll be mad. So you're gonna beat it now, right, Sai? You still have like half the map. I don't know why I'm that worried. You're not even halfway done the map yet, and the ZMG layer is almost dead, which realistically is like half of the fight, so I shouldn't be that worried. Come on. Pop the ZMG, 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 pop the ZMG. Really? Didn't even pop the thing yet? Okay, well now you have to pop all the VPs and orbs in only 2 lanes. Can you do that? Hopefully, because I don't want to lose. You had better win, Sai. This is too close for you to win, and I still don't think I have enough coins to use and continue, which is sad. Okay, you can do it, Sai. It's BFBs, you can keep doing, keep going, down to more orbs, sort of down to more orbs. You have lots of Pierce. Oh yeah, he's got this. In the backside. Right. Please tell me I have 1,000 coins. Please tell me I have 1,000 coins. Please tell me I have 1,000 coins. Oh, 400 left. I feel like I can beat that legitimately. If I get too close to losing, I'm gonna panic, use a like Nitrosphere or Amulet or whatever, but I feel like I can actually beat that if I just play my cards a little bit better, activate abilities at the right time. Because I wasn't all that focused, and I'm confident that if I do perfect timing, he can beat this, because that was so close. There were 4 ceramics. 4 ceramics is not that many balloons. He can totally do this. It just requires a little bit more precision. That's all I'll say. Yeah, he can do this. As long as we use the sabotage on all 4 corners, because I think I only did it on 3 of them that time. I don't think I did it here. Unless I did, which I might have. Maybe I did. I don't really know. I don't know. I want him to be able to do this legitimately, but obviously if he can't, then I have to cheat and use an ability, but it was so close. 4 ceramics is definitely within the margin of error, so I feel a little bad, because I feel like he can totally do that. It was just like, hey, you got unlucky with the RNG. But I don't know. Okay, second you start attacking, sabotage. Pop the ZMG layer this time. That would be a big improvement from last time. Seriously, it would be a big improvement if you're able to do this. Just pop it now. Don't take till the next loop. You can do it now. You're so close. No, really? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Okay. You can do it now. You're so close. Oh, that was bad. That was such bad timing. Oh, that probably cost me the game. Yeah, that more than likely cost me the game. I'm gonna go into slow-mo now in case I need to cheat. Do I need to use an ability? We will get another Sabo, it looks like maybe. It's gonna be a little tight. Spam the Sabo ability. Ooh, those last BFBs, because they're not popped yet, that could totally be good for us. Yeah, because we might have a Sabo for these last 2. Yeah, Sabo's up. Okay, I think he can do it if they're half speed going around this final corner. Obviously, he doesn't have a lot of track length, but half speed's a pretty big deal. So I think he can do it. I'm so scared right now. I'm like, oh, panicking, panic mode. Okay, down to mobs. It's Saboed. You can do it one at a time. Just keep going one at a time. We did it. I don't know why I keep clapping today. It's just fun. Good job, Sai. I'm still disappointed that you were way better than Jake. I thought this was a close challenge idea. I thought it would be close. I was wrong. Whatever. I don't care. Thank you all for watching. Please consider giving the video a like again if you enjoyed, and subscribing to join the Purple Elephant Squad. I know I already asked like 2 minutes ago, but it's still nice. Have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye!